Hello, everybody. Mike was muted. Just realized it. Luckily, before anyone really took the track. Welcome back. We're here at Talladega for the third to last race, the 20th race of the season, already done. We're just at Talladega 10 races ago where JT Bryant won it. We had no big ones. We're coming here. But this is the chase, more competitive racing, I would say, and everything. So we have 5 minutes, of course. You know the deal. Part-time qualifying. They got 5 minutes, and first car out looks like might be Mr. Jake Rogers. So we'll watch Jake Rogers roll off pit road. First time today. There's the entry list right there. So Mr. Jake Rogers is coming off of pit road. There you see it. I believe, yeah, I was going to say some facts about what happened earlier, but I don't really remember. The 25 is Carson Scott once again, having his farewell tour. Definitely draft here, definitely going to be the big equalizer. That if you have a draft partner, you're definitely going to make it in to the final main event, not final. And if you're not on the Facebook page, jump on the Facebook page because of voting for the Daytona Blast and what mod it will be is up, and the Daytona Blast will be coming out very, very soon after this season. So, yeah. And Jake Rogers is starting his first official lap. Peyton Beasley, Ryan Hartnett on pit road. Last week we went to Taylor Swift Superdome, fun race. We saw a couple wrecks. We saw a big wreck, which took out a lot of drivers and really shaked up the points. So we'll talk more about points in the main event. Right now we're just having part-time qualifying. So it looks like the 93-19 are going to be running together. That's going to help both of them. And the 62 is right there. He's going to be too fast. But the 18 might be able to jump on board with this and make it a 3-car tandem. And that could definitely help those 3 cars make it into the main event. So looking, 98 ran his first lap. It was a 36-18. That is a excellent lap here. These cars extremely fast. It's looking like can't really see, but he must be going extremely fast. Yeah, 260 miles an hour by himself. So, and we see the 1993 working together. Definitely going to be in this main event. They have a partner. That is the main thing you needed. These cars, and the reason they're going so fast, if you don't know, the restrictor plates have been taken out. They were not taken out for the first race here, but it looks like they have been taken out for this race, trying to make it more dramatic going into the final 3 races of the season. So these chase drivers who are trying to win a championship have to get through this. Carson's just now coming off pit road. I think he's trying to catch the 62, maybe have him as a drafting partner. Kind of smart, but see if he'll make it into the final round. So these 5 cars pretty much all running together, and then you have Joseph Romanok a little further ahead of them. You can see the 1993 catching the 62 with almost no problem. So definitely can tell Carson, or Carson, but the 2-car tandem is definitely faster than the single car by itself as they cap the 62 now. And these 3, I would not be surprised if they're at the top of the board next lap. Now the 93 is going to go on the inside. That could help the 18 catch up. And look at this race, and this is just to qualify into the race. Just wait till we get 40 full drivers out here. Could we see a big wreck at Talladega? We haven't seen any big wrecks at restrictor plate racing this year, so it would be interesting. Here's Carson making his first lap and probably his second to last lap, and he'll jump up to 5th. So great lap by Carson, and these 3 jump up to the top, and that puts Peyton Beasley, who is running on pit road all by himself. And they've caught Carson, and so these 4 drivers right here, the top, or 4 of the top 5 really, running together with 18 seconds. I think they'll make it in time for 1 more lap. We'll see though. But these 4, I definitely think 62 is going to come to pit road. Carson's going to run another lap. He's got the 1993 behind him. Going to give him a great push here through the tribal. He'll actually have time for 1 more lap. And Carson will jump up to 4th. Pretty much guarantee him a spot there as there's no one else working with anyone. So, as the time just reset, Christian Mischak, John Stadio, Ryan Hartnett, Carson Scott, and Peyton Beasley, I think, are going to be the 5 running 4 in Talladega. So that was the 1993 60. Yeah, I don't remember. Carson staying out for his last lap. Going to try to run yet another lap, maybe even improve. 35.419. 35, so he did improve. So now it is complete. So Christian Mischak, John Citadino, Ryan Hartnett. Gotta write them down, sorry. Carson Scott and Peyton Beasley are all racing in the main event here in the AMP Energy 500. Hello everybody, welcome back here to the 20th race of the season, redoing the intro. Alright, yeah, so we're here, and it is on pole, Mr. JT Bryant, the winner last time we came here to Talladega, and he had his teammate, John Arndt, starting behind him. So some teammates, but chase drivers really dominating the top 5. JT Bryant, Von Alonso, John Arndt, and Daniel Maxwell, and then William Brock, your top 5. Alex Miller, Mike Tolan, Cody Smart, Garrett Senor, and Dion Scott, last week's winner. Top 10. I'll look through the rest as we come in here with 3 races to go. And what a fun race this will be with the cars being unrestricted. No restrictor plate racing. Keith Batson, that is Mr. Second in points, 2 points back, starting in the back with Bobby Frazier as well, who is currently second to last in points. In the chase, that is. Not second to last total. That is actually Ryan Hartnett. But, as we are looking at it, what was I going to say? They're unrestricted. Very, 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 very fast cars here. 260 by themselves without a partner or partners. 40 of them on the track now. We saw part-time qualifying, how crazy that was. Points are so close. Mike Tolan, Keith, Daniel, Avon, Dejon separated by 25 points. And then I think you got to be one of those 5 in these final 3 races. One of those, and anyone behind Mike's got to have something happen. I think Avon and Dejon really need a win here today. Both of them having pretty decent starting positions, especially Joe right there second. JT Bryant, he is currently 61 points back. He needs a great day. He's got his teammate behind him. Hopefully his teammate cuts him some slack here on the start. Let's go ahead and get those engines fired.
Drivers, start your engines.
There was the command. Pace car rolling off shortly. 29 laps under the blue sky. Not the lights. Haha, got most of y'all. We'll be back. Alright, we are back. JT on the front row with Hair Joe. 2 chase drivers starting up front. Up front's definitely where you want to be. Not seen many wrecks this year on restrictor plate races. Could that change today now that they're unrestricted on the final restrictor plate race of the season? Or super speedway. Sorry, it's not a restrictor plate because we don't have them. Yeah. I think it's going to be a fun race. I really do. You got AS Racing teammates on the inside. You got 2 chasers on the outside. 3 chasers lined up on the outside, hungry for a win. Then you got William Brock. Served that suspension earlier. He's up here. Mike Tolan, the points leader for the championship, for the race win. Coming through the tri-oval. Restart zone. Green flag is out. Here we go. We are racing at Talladega for the 20th time this season. Some contact on lap 1 between the leaders Hair Joe and John Arndt. JT, it looks like, got a great start. His teammate leading back a little, but Hair Joe jumped to the inside and everything, and now look at that. JT's falling back like a rock, but Hair Joe's out front. John Arndt almost turning him on lap 1. That could have been terrible. Look at Mike Tolan, the points leader, coming. He has 2 wins this season. One at Daytona, and the other was at Boston. No, I lied. Was at Texas World. So 2 fast race tracks. Not as fast as we are here today. 3 wide for the race leader. Here's Matthew Johnson on the inside. Carson Scott as well is back there. Carson, and this could be his last race ever, and we're under caution. There was a wreck. No, we're not under caution. Excuse me. This could be Carson's last race. He has to race in the next 2 races as well. He tried last week, didn't make it last week, made it. Oh, there we go. Mike Tolan's around. Big wreck at the front of the field. Hairjoe's involved. Mike Tolan's involved. It looks like Alex Miller and Kat Tellier, Garrett Sonor. Oh, John Arndt with nasty flip on the inside. Oh, Dunlap Pratt and Dion. Bobby Fraser, who was probably already out. Johnny Gardner, JT Bryant. Big wreck here on lap 4 of the Talladega race, and it is Matt Johnson out front. We're going to go check that out. Battle for 6. You see Mike just comes down on the 26 right here. 70s right there. The 88s right there. And this outside lane, nowhere to go for a lot of these drivers. You see them just piling. You see Johnny Gardner wreck Dunlap Pratt up there. You see Dion wreck the 30. We're going to go look at these 4 drivers up here who pretty much wreck after the race. So here's the 45 and 43. 45 just catches the 43. The 30. Oh, nasty flip from 45 and 44. That's Dion. Dion won the race last week. He's going to hit his teammate hard, both of them up and over. The 44 does a barrel roll and lands it. 45, pardon me. 44 actually does a flip, but the 45 does a barrel roll and lands it. And then huge mayhem for this outside lane. There you see it. They just pile in. 37 right to the wall. John Arndt and Hairjoe, who both almost wrecked, and hopefully John Arndt's okay. Nasty tumble as he slides down. We're going to go on board with John Arndt. I know he's not a chase driver, but he definitely takes one of the hardest hits. First one on the outside lane. You see the 46 go down. John Arndt nowhere to go. Zachary Fitzwater is all he can see. And boom, wrecking right upside down. And the big one at Talladega. This isn't even that big. Could we have a bigger one later? I'm not sure. We're going to go on board, I think, with Garrett Sonor towards the... Now, does the 24 get involved? Or does he just slow way down? He had fallen all the way back, almost to the back of the pack. He's on the outside. Let's check it out. Sees it happening. He slows down. There you see his speedometer. Does a great job. I think he actually gets through it. Great driving by that 24 car of JT Bryant. Now, with Mike Tolan involved, how is that going to change the points? So, big wreck here on lap 3. We'll be back. We're back and we're having pit stops. Looks like everyone's coming down pit road. We got drivers who wrecked on pit road. Let's go ahead and get the pit angle. There we go. You can pretty much see everyone's going to be hitting pit road here. Early pit stop. Just an early pit cycle. And it looks like everyone's on pit road. The 28 is the leader, so we'll watch him. There's a okay angle. We'll see who can win the race off pit road. So far we've seen great racing, just bad move at the front of the pack, taking out a lot of drivers I think are going to be out of this race after that. Pardon me. Chester Harvey will win it off pit road. JT almost collides with the 28, and we'll be back. As we come back, some retirees leaves us with 26. Mike Tolan retires, plays the last to retire, so he retired 28th. Great effort by his team to he could have definitely either been 40th or 28th. John Arndt retires. Hairjoe retires. The 26 of William Brock, Garrett Sonor, Zachary Fitzwater, Cody Smart. The 72 car, that is, I know his name, Jason Haywood, I knew that. The 6 car of James Richardson, who almost won this race last year. 45 car of Dunlap Pratt. 43 of Johnny Gardner, that's my own driver. Sorry. Dion Scott, last week's winner, and Bobby Fraser, 1 lap down, is Kat Tellier. A look through the field. Looks like Tyler Merkel is off the pace, slow. You can see your top 10 in the top left corner. Your top 20, then your top 30, and I said Tyler Merkel, but yeah, that is Tyler Merkel. He was currently 13th, so 13th on back will probably get moved up. Tyler Merkel having some type of mechanical failure or just issue. Not failure yet. He's still on the racetrack. So this top 5 is interesting. Chester Harvey's out front, the only chase driver in the top 5. Kim's in here 10th back. Now, you know who's really lucky? This man right here. Let's find Mr. 39. Keith Batson came in the race 2 points back of Mike Tolan. Mike Tolan now is out. That is the first DNF of Mike Tolan's chase. I can't say season because I'm not sure. But I know that's the first one. He's been so good. But hard hit here will ruin that for him. We're getting ready to go racing once again here from Talladega in the restart zone. Green flag is back out. Great jump by the 28. He's going to jump to the outside. Or they're going to be 3 wide at the line to start it. What a great move by the 28. He's going to get a great push by the 18. And it's the outside line. Can they get something working? Peyton's going to go to the inside now. And we got to watch this 70. Look how slow she is on the inside just trying to pick up points. The 80's got to move. Jesse's getting blocked by the 70. Here comes Dejon. Don't get blocked by the 70. 70, Cat Tellier, get out the way. Cat Tellier, get out the way. And it's going to block it inside. That is 3 drivers on the inside. Eric Hayden, Dejon Weeks, and JT Bryant. 2 chase drivers. We can't. Oh, 4 wide. What a move. We can't see the race for the lead. I think they're going to clear Ryan Hartnett's off the lead, and the 18's out front. That's Peyton Beasley. He's got Carson Scott behind him, a winner at Talladega. Then he's got Michael Harvey, Zednick Price, and Ryan Hartnett. I think that I said Ryan Hartnett was off the pace in the back. That was Emmanuel Hartnett, his brother. So we got a cluster of drivers here. It looks like about top 10, top 11. We'll see next time by. And then we got a lot of single file of them just... They'll catch these cars because single file is a lot faster than whatever they are doing right here. The 93's at the back of this pack. The 18's out front. We'll see how big this pack is at the line. The 93 is currently 15th. So 15 car pack. And then we got Ferdinand. You see a lot of these drivers just single file. They'll catch them, but just not yet. Here's Matthew Brown. So all the way back to Alex Miller, who has lost the draft, is 24. So 23 cars, about 2.5 seconds separating them. And J Day's coming to pit road. And Peyton Beasley from the high lane to the low lane will come on pit road. And that's allowing a lot of drivers to catch up. Bold move by the 18. Dumb move by the 18 if you ask me. And we're still green. But now look at this. Keith Batson is racing out front. We got a big separation out front because of that 18 going from the top to the bottom lane. And it is 6 cars out front. And then everyone else now in one pack. Keith Batson out here. He came in here second in the points. Never won a race. Still looking for his first ever win. But he's racing for a championship. And they're coming to pit road. Keith Batson's coming. Carson Scott's coming. A few others come as well. Teammates, the 2 and the 0. Dejon, Cole Baker, and JT Bryant. Alex Miller. And the 70 and 60 now. Do they come? They are way in the back. Off pace damage. The 19 of Christian Misdrax out front. The only bad thing about this race will be the pit stops will separate the field. But you always know at the 2 cars working together definitely can always catch a big pack of cars. Yeah, it's not as fast, but if the pack of cars are side by side and the 2 cars, or maybe you might need 3 or 4, are lined up, what a great feeling that is. Collins stays out, and the 8 car gets spun coming on pit road. No caution. He is under the line. No caution. No caution, but the 8 car definitely not what he needed. He will definitely be off pace, off cycle, trying to get off the pit road. He's got to try to get off with a running buddy, or he will just drop like a rock. 3 out all by himself. How is that going to work for Colin Lindsay? Playing the strategy game, running an extra lap, trying to gain points. He knows he has to win this race. If there's any way for him to get back in this chase, he's 66 points back. First car off of pit road. It looks like it was Keith Batson, and now it says caution is out. Is it out? No. I keep thinking I see the lights. But it looks like Keith Batson and... Come on. Keith Batson, Jay Day out front. Oh, Jay's out front, leading Keith Batson, the 38 and 39. There's Christian Misdrack, who was out front. Can he block the 38? No, way too fast. But you see, now it's a lot of single file racing, but they will catch them and make it interesting over the course of time. we're probably going to see maybe 1 or 2 more pit stops, so we'll see how that works out. And where's the 3 coming off pit road now? Colin's actually probably going to lose a lot of positions there. 38 is the leader. J-Day at the line, I believe. Yes, he is. And Kia 8th. Batson looking for his first win and looking for the championship. He'll probably leave here with the lead. Going into Atlanta, we got 5-car breakaway. Then we got a little 4-car pack here. Dejon Weeks in here. There's another chase driver. Then we got a big cluster of drivers right here who need to try to get single file so they can run down the leaders. And this 5-car pack is closing in with J-Day out front. Now we got a battle for third. Eric Hyden on the outside. Christian Mistrek on the inside. Peyton Beasley, Hunting. Of these 5 drivers, Christian Mistrek's the only one who's ever got a win. That came last season at Daytona. So all these drivers looking for their first ever win besides Christian Mistrek, who's running 5th. Then we got Chester, who has a win, Dejon, who has a win, Carson, who has a win, and Ryan, who's never won, trying to catch the lead. See, that definitely said yellow. That light says yellow. Right up there. No, it doesn't. It's green, but the way it passes. So Jay is blocking with these drivers just moving positions. And they're catching Cat Tellier, it looks like. So J-Day to pit road already once again. Pit stops early once again. Anyone gonna follow Jay? I don't think so. That's an interesting call to come this early. But now it's a 4-car. Breakaway. Christian's actually pulling way ahead. Interesting there. 70 making some drivers lose. But the 38 is on pit road alone. I think that's going to be interesting. And now look at the 39 and 18. 39's right on the back bumper of the 18. 39 18 coming to pit road. Dejon Weeks coming, playing the safe game. Carson Scott come in. JT Cole Baker come in. No one else. And the 19's got a big lead. You don't see a lead normally this big here at Talladega, but pit stops definitely the ones who are making that work. Here, where's the 8 car? Is he? So the 8 car is 15th after wrecking getting on pit road, but he is, I think he'll be fine. 35 stays out. He's going to try to lead a lap, get a point. Here comes a lot of drivers, and the 48 had a great run right there. Yeah, some more chase drivers. This field very, very thin now after a big crash to start it. And Keith won his race off of that group. Where's the 38 car? Let's find him. Came down all by himself. There he is. He's racing now with the drivers who are coming off pit road. There's the 39 right there. There's the 38. There's the 21 who gained a lot of ground. He's ahead of the 18, so that's good. He's getting up to speed as the 38's going around the 30. No, the 39 blocks the 38. 38 to the inside now. That slows both of them up. Here comes the 21. That could have been big for that. Keith trying to do everything he can to stay out front, and I think we're going to end up seeing another round of pit stops at the end. Unless we have a debris caution. Ooh. Or just a normal caution. Remember, if someone blows up, we will throw a caution if it's not within 5 to go. As Dejon is trying to take what I believe will be the race for the lead. Or the race for second, because look at Christian Mistrek way out front. But they're catching Christian because he's by himself. We got a big car. Sorry. Big group of cars now. Dejon, huge push by Keith. Keith on the inside. Dejon on the outside. 3 wide. No, Keith's going to fall back in line. But Dejon is on the outside of the 19. No one's going with him. It's an inside line of Chevy and Fords. And then a Ford on the outside. Ford Mustang, that is, though. Not a Ford Fusion. As the other drivers are still merging on. Keith on the inside. J-Day to his inside. 3 wide for the race lead. Keith's got no help on the middle. Look at Carson Scott and Peyton Beasley on the inside. 2 part-time drivers racing up here. Here comes Carson. And what could be his final race. He won't lead that lap. But here comes Peyton to make it 3 wide. No, Carson's going to block him. And to the race lead will be Carson Scott in the 25 Great Clips machine. Ryan Hartnett's up here in the 62. He's never won. Only 4 drivers in this lead pack have won. 3 have not. It is a 7-car breakaway here. And Keith is falling back. No matter what, I think Keith's going to lead here as the points leader. But Dejon as well. He came in 23 points behind Keith Batson. So, as it looks like Keith could maybe be the points leader by 23 plus points. I'm not sure, but definitely 23 over Dejon if anything happens. So we're looking through the field. Single file. We got a group of cars. That's 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. But the race for the lead, I think they're going to end up having to hit pit road again. So how will that work out? We've seen the 19 win it one time, the 38 win it one time. Are they coming already? Yes, they are. I think this is the last time. 38 coming early. With no restrictor plates, these drivers just run out of gas a lot. Does anyone else take the early try to come with him? I don't think so. They saw it worked out pretty good, but I guess not good enough. Now Carson's going to have a little bit of a lead over Dejon Weeks, one of his good buddies in the series. Keith Batson as well back there. Probably going to be the new points leader. It looks like the inside lane, I think these 4 are going to all be coming. Coming together is the best strategy because you come off with them. You got 2 Chevys, 2 Fords. Then we got Carson's teammate and Cole Baker. That's Dejon's teammate trying to come with them. Maybe trying to gain some ground. Where's the 38? There's the 38. I believe no more cautions can be called by the Zero to Racing League officials. Manually, they cannot call it. It will be an automatic caution, so if there's a wreck or, so manually we cannot throw a caution anymore. The league officials cannot, so. Will we end under green is the question, or will we have a late race caution and Carson will win that group off of pit road? As the 38 is right there at the line. He's by himself. Where's the leader? There's Carson. There's the 38 on the track. You see the 38's on the track. These 4 came together. The 38 came in a lap before. The 24 and 4 had a great pit stop. Can they maybe close in on these leaders? Fight for the win. And 38's actually going to end up losing some positions as they're all spread out now. It looks like the last group may be coming. Dejon on the inside of Carson. No, Carson's going to block him in the tri-oval. I think this will be for the race lead. We'll see as they race off. Now Dejon to the inside. Dejon needs a win for the chase. Carson's just racing for the win. We don't have a caution, do we? No. Okay, for some reason I thought I heard. But the 62, 19, and 86, is Alex Miller actually either going to go a lap down or he's already a lap down. So I think they'll be racing to put him a lap down. Dejon, Keith, Carson, Ryan, Peyton, and they put the 86 a lap down, I believe. So I don't think the 86 is racing for this. And the 21 is going to get stuck behind the 86. He's going to have to jump to his outside. That's going to slow a lot of momentum down. As a 3-car breakaway now. 4-car breakaway. Dejon just lost all momentum. Now the 35 is on the lead lap, I believe. I don't think he's a lap down. So the 35 might be able to be racing for the win here late. A great move by him, if so. Great strategy. Whatever it was. I'm not sure what it was. And I believe that's the final pit stop, guys. Chester, Keith. Now Carson to the inside of Keith. I think the 35 is the leader. No, the 80 is still the leader. Did we just pass the 80? I think we actually just passed him on the inside. Yeah, we did. So this is for the lead. It is the 35 of Chester. Now it's Ryan Hartnett and Christian Misdrak. 8 drivers battling for the win with 3 to go here from Talladega. Next time by will be 2 to go. Ryan Hartnett's never won a race. Christian's won one. J Day's never won. Keith Batson's never won. Peyton Beasley's never won. Chester, Carson, and Dejon have all tasted victory lane. Oh, Keith is trying to get there. He knows he'll probably be the points leader after this race, beating out Daniel and Mike Tolan. And here we go, coming to the final lap. 62's out front. The 19's going to have to make a move early. We know out of 3 and 4, really, you can't get there. You have to make it like now to set it up for the next lap. And he's thinking about it. You see him going to the inside. Will he make the move here? White flag is out for Ryan Hartnett. Keith Batson to second. Here comes Keith. Second in points. He's never won a race, and he's trying to win his first. He's trying to win the championship. Here comes Chester now with a huge run, but that's what the 62 really wants to see. You see the 21 slipping back. I think maybe he said, I'm just going to take what I can get. I don't think they're going to have enough momentum to catch the 62. Unless, look at that, the 18's giving the 35 a huge shove. It's not going to be enough. Ryan Hartnett through the infield. Ryan Hartnett wins his first ever race here in the Gillette Cup Series. Chester Harvey second. Peyton Beasley, J Day with, I think, a career best. And then Keith Batson fifth. And then it was Christian Misrak, Carson Scott, Dejon Weeks, your top 8. But Ryan Hartnett will get his first ever win here in the series. JT Bryant looks like he'll finish with Cole Baker in the top 10. Eric Hyden, Jesse Turner, Michael Harvey, Joshua Jones, Matthew Brown, John Andrews, Colin Lindsay, Matthew Johnson, Zednick Price, and Daniel Maxwell, your top 20. It is complete, so we can go ahead and export this. This is race 20, guys. 2 to go. As I throw this in, you can look at the back half of the field. I'm not looking at those disgraces. Nah, but I think the big news was Mike Tolan retiring. How is that going to affect the points as I am generating them now? Pressing OK. Now, I'm pretty good at math. I'll let y'all know why I say that. But someone's got a huge lead, and we all know who it is. All right, but yeah, Mike Tolan ended up retiring there 28th. Crazy. So a lot of drivers right there. A lot of chase drivers retired. Bobby Frazier retired. That puts him actually last in chase standings. Cat Tellier just had an off day. 3 laps down. All right, so here are the points. The big points. These are what matter. Keith Batson is the points leader over Mike Tolan. 21 points he has a lead on Mike Tolan. Daniel Maxwell, 22 points back. And then Dejon Weeks, 26 point backs in 4th. Hair Joe falls to 5th, 43 points back. Alex Miller, JT, Garrett, Colin, and Chester, 43 plus. So they could be eliminated after next race if it's over 40 points. So right now your top 4, 26 points. Only ones who are really, I think, going to be in it. Keith Batson needs a bad day for Mike, Daniel, and Dejon all to really get put together for Homestead. But it is any of those 4 drivers' races. Really, it really is. I think Hair Joe on back, so 5th on down, I have no way to win this championship. But yeah, Talladega, fun race. I enjoyed this race. We have Atlanta next, another personal favorite. We went there earlier. Bobby Frazier won that race when we went there earlier this season. So congratulations on Ryan Hartnett. The rookie wins it, his first career win. So thank you so much for watching. Here is his burnout. Here are the points. Hope y'all enjoyed another race here on Zero to Racing Network.